Some of us, be real, don't really know how to, guys, treat young ladies because we didn't have an example set in front of us. A lot of times, whether it be negative or whether it be positive, we grow up saying, the parents say, you just like your daddy. He ain't no good. Or you just like your mama. She run her mouth too much. Whatever it is. Women actually talk. Anyway, that's different. But whether it be good or whether it be bad, that's some stuff that we retain. Do you agree? You agree? Good. I'm glad you did. Then we mimic behavior. We see stuff on TV, on BET. How many of y'all watch BET so I won't think I'm out there by myself? Watch BET. I see a lot of stuff that's on BET and, you know, we kind of do it. The sagging, they didn't start on BET, but they do it a lot. The big gaudy chains and necklaces that hang down the ear. All types of stuff. To them, it looks good on TV, so what do we do? Hey, we go right on out to KD's out there. What's that little treasure place out there in the mall and try to find the biggest chain to be like everybody else. A prototype is being an example, being an original. Now, I got this sitting up here for a reason. Crackers, club crackers. These are one of my favorites. Club crackers. Y'all like club crackers?
Yeah.
You know? Those of you that like club crackers, do you agree? It's really hard to find the perfect match. Let me say, this is cheaper sometimes. Great value. It's cheap. It's cheap. It's cheap. But it just don't taste the same as the club crackers. You agree with that? It's original, right? So, Keebler, whoever he is, they're the original. And everything that comes behind Keebler is a copycat. So they come out with great value. Bubbles or whatever else you have. And they're trying to mimic the taste of the club cracker. But it's an original. How do y'all know? It tells me on the box. Original club cracker. It's an original. So it doesn't matter what you do. You will never get the taste of this right here by this right here.
All right.
Why? Because it's original. That's the way we ought to be about Christ. When we step up in the room, they ought to see, oh, y'all are originals. Y'all are prototypes. We are an example of who Jesus was. So when we walk up in the room, there ought to be a difference between the original and a copycat.
All right.
We are the prototype. Now, there should be 6 areas that we should set examples. Okay? Now, listen to my reading. Y'all got my read? Remember, we can learn something from people. Remember that. Our first one, it says, in our words, right? That's our scripture, right? So I can read Ecclesiastes 5 and 21. Got it? 5 and 21. In his heart. Listen, we are a prototype. We are an example. We ought to be an example in words, okay? We ought to watch what we say. Words are powerful. Amen. We say stuff. At one time I was angry. I was a person that just really had a lot of issues, and I would just, before I got saved, say stuff. And sometimes I would find myself saying stuff that I can't take back. So sometimes when you release something, it's hard to take back what you say in the heat of the moment. Anybody like to say stuff when they get mad and don't really mean but you really say it and out of anger. And then when you sit and you think about the stuff that you said, you're like, wow, did I really say stuff like that? It's too late now, because that you said has already been damaging. So we've got to be careful what we say. We've got to be an example of how we talk. And even at school, when we get in the midst of our friends, sometimes we get caught up in that side conversation. All that negative mess. And that starts that he said, she said stuff. So we got to be careful what we say and how we say it, because we are examples. We are the prototype. That's what you're saying, right? Would Jesus say some of the stuff y'all be saying? I sure hope not. Because we can say some crazy stuff. Let's just be real about it. We can learn something from people. The next one says it's in our conduct, right? We got to be an example in our conduct. In our conduct. Read James 3 and 8. Who got James for? Even if we talk about conduct, it said in our conduct or even in our behavior, how we act. And I said pull that scripture because we get unruly sometimes. And a lot of us have such nasty attitudes. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. I got 3. So I know sometimes we can get some bad attitude. But I got something for attitude. Hello, somebody. You better ask somebody right now. Hello. But we can get an attitude and pop off at the mouth so easy. Start rolling their head. I've never seen this generation now. They'll roll their eyes. They'll talk back. And then they got nerve enough to go to their room and close my doors. Yes, they do. And they'll come stomping out. I'm like, wait a minute. When I was growing up, if I had done my mom and dad like that, it would have been some trouble. I tell Morgan, they don't even understand. Because they had to try that mess back there on Peach Street. She might be crippled now, but I promise you, she would have let me have it. So I've never seen young people, when you tell them something, they get to rolling their eyes, the teacher tell them something, oh, wait till I tell my mom at home. I work at Dunbar. Let me say this. I work at Dunbar. And we work with 2nd through the 5th grade. Last year I had an experience. Now, I always heard people cuss. I never. But it was a 2nd grade that would cuss you out like crazy. I said, wait a minute. I told them to do something. You don't tell me what to do. I'm like, wait, hold on for a second. I had to catch myself because I saw my hands. I had to go to my own. I said, hold on, Lord, you know. And so I had to call them back 2nd, 3rd, 4th. I've never seen it, but then I had to understand. When I used to do home visits, I would understand why they were like they were. Because of their environment, what they retain, what they've seen. That's all they know to do. And I'm like, do I have to holler at y'all? And I'm like, no. But when I tried to talk nice to them, they didn't understand it. I had to, well, get your fellow over there and sit down somewhere. And then I feel they would be going over there. And I had to sit there and I said, that's how some of them, where I work at, that's how their parents talk to them. And I said, I want them to see an example of something more, something different, something better. So I said, I thank God for that. So we can learn something from people. 1, in our words. 2, in our conduct. And 3, it says what? And how we love. Read John 3 and 34. This is how we love. You know, is there anybody that deal with people, let me say it like this, that you know they lied on you. Some of your friends, you know they lied on you. They lied on you. Some of us got some lying friends. I mean, they just lie for no reason. And they constantly lie, they tell lies on you, they go to other friends and they talk about you. and then they act like they ain't never done nothing. Never said anything. They'll come all up in your face and still talk to you like we cool, right? Now, it's kind of hard. I'm just being real. It's kind of hard for me. It was. I'm going to say it was hard for me. To love you, and I know you've been talking about me. To say that I love you, and you've been going around spreading rumors on me. To know you that you say you're my friend, but you're going around telling everything I done. And I wonder how everybody knows it's also you. But you coming back and saying that you're my friend and you love me. And we cool and I'm down. I'm your ride or die. But it's hard for me to say that I love you and I know you have done me dirty like that. Understand what I'm saying? That was before I got saved, but now I can smile at you, know you talking about me like a dog, slandering my name. I can still come up and say, you know what? I love you. Even in spite of your mess, I still love you. And they be like, ooh, right? And I can get right there with them and sit right there and eat with them and everything. And I know you just lied on me. But that was a process that I had to go through. We can learn. So when you love people, or when you have the heart to love, even in spite of, my wife tells me, she said, Kenny, she said, man, she said, that's what I like about you. You always see the good inside of everybody. Folks be telling you the worst, but I still see the good inside of it. Sometimes I'm the type of person that when I love you, I love you. I love you no matter what, I love you. But when I got a problem with you, you're going to know that too. So, but I would say that, oh, I know he loved me. Thank you for loving me. So it's important to know we can learn something from people. Let's go to the S. The next one is what? So that's 1, 2, 3, that's 4. Spirit. Let me be an example in spirit in John 16 and 13. Mike got that? John 16 and 13.
Even the Spirit of truth is come. He will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall speak, that he shall speak, and he will show you things to come.
The Spirit. The essence of who we really are. The Spirit, we ought to be the prototype. We are the Spirit of Christ. That's awesome. Next, it says from the faith that the way we believe in our faith. So we can learn from Hebrews 11 and 6. I like this.
But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Faith. Even young people, we say, that's for the old people. They faith. That's not for us. Listen, even as being little kids, little children, when you tell them that you're going to get them something, let's say, what's hot now? What's that? iPod? Oh, you say iPhone. Oh, I say I always have phone. iPod. Now, if you tell a child that I'm going to get you an iPod, Mom and Dad going to get you an iPod, okay? They got the faith to believe that, right? And you say, you don't have to wait till Christmas. I'm going to get you one. Now, if I come in every day and you ask me, you say you're going to give me an iPod. Where is it? I don't have it. I come in every day. Same thing. Now, the first 2 times, they might not say anything, but look, I'm like, now, Dad, you said. That's what I like about children. When you say you're going to do something, you got to do it. If I say I'm going to get you an iPod, I will come in with an iPod. Now, I might not get it that first day. It might take me a little bit. But to know they believe that you're going to get what you said. Right. Now, you may not get it same day, but you understand the faith, the childlike faith that they have. I learned a lot from them. Because they have faith, you say you're going to do it, hey, they're going to expect you to do it.